Welcome back, gang. It's Deltia from Deltiasgaming.com here with a YOLO video for my Stamina Dragon Knight, the Vindicator build. So I'm out playing solo. I'm going to go to the usual spots: resources, towns, keeps, and open field. And so we're going to start the action with me going to a town. And usually what I do when I play solo, there's a lot of questers there, a lot of people that are just trying to do other things, get their endeavors completed. So kind of a lot of easy targets to start the fight off. So I got 3 of them on the flag. It's blue flag, but they're coming to switch it. So I'm going to jump up on them here. I'm going to put a shifting standard down. So I was playing group earlier. That's why I have shifting standard. I'm going to pop it here because I want that healing reduction, the major defile, and I can recast it on top of a target. So I'm going to move, kill that first one. I recasted that shifting standard. I got my health pretty low. I'm trying to use fiery breath, or excuse me, noxious breath to get the stealther out of stealth. So I put it back down on top of the flag. The stealther's out. I got my dots applied. 1, 2, and whirling, got him down. That's the advantage of shifting standards, that major defile. The disadvantage is I don't have a defensive ultimate. So I go between those two depending on the context and what I'm encountering in Cyrodiil or battlegrounds and so forth. So I got that cleared. I think there's one more person in stealth, but the flag's already blue, so I should get a defensive tick here. I'm going to wait to see if they come out. Pro tip, keep your buffs up. You constantly see me reapplying my buffs as I have resources. So even when you're playing, you think no one's there, there's probably someone in stealth with a bow just waiting to gank you. So objectively, you want to hold block when you're on these flags and or constantly recast your buffs. Because see, right there, snipes me with the bow ult, I leap, sorry, nuke. But if I didn't have my buffs up, I would have died there because my health got really, really low. So constantly keep those buffs up. It matters. Okay, so I got those 3 people down, and so I'm kind of flipping the flags back, making sure we don't lose this. Another advantage of having this is I can transit really, really easy. So I see someone riding in. I don't think they were with their group earlier, so I'm just going to put some dots on them. 1, 2, 3, duck, duck, goose, and then I'm going to whirling blade. They didn't react very fast, so it was pretty easy kill. But with this build, duck, duck, goose, 3 dots, whirling blades, or fossilized to control them. Next up, we're just flip some flags. Kind of some boring stuff. And then I see one flag down here is flipped, and this Stam Sork almost gets me. So the Stam Sork plays the build very similar to what I do. Started off with an ultimate, so I took a lot of pressure, so I'm not going to panic. Guess what? Deltia, your buffs weren't up when you went into combat, right? So I'm going to duck, duck, goose, put some dots on them. I can see them dark dealing, so they're trying to get back resources, so I'm trying to bash. You can probably hear that. And I'm just going to play it safe, constantly put my buffs up, do a dodge here and there as my Stam is charged, and just not get flustered. So I'm going to put some dots. Now they have to react to my damage, my ultimate, and whirling blades. They're really fast because there are Stam Sork, but that's okay. My health gets really low. I'm about to pug out and die. Nope. Bigger, heal up. And they weren't able to stop the dot pressure, but that was a really good fight out in the open. And I'm lucky I didn't get killed. But I learned, don't put shifting standard on, put corrosive back on. That's what I do. So after I kill a few of them, the action kind of wanes and I get my defensive tick. So I'm looking at the map where to go and I see a resource flip. So I kind of want to stay by the resources near the nearest keep to the enemy. Going back to the tower. So we're going to do good old resource farming here if you can. Start with the mage guard in the tower if you struggle with this, and then go down and work on the other regulars. So this is a good spot because you get the continuous attack buff. You're going to get the NPCs to help you, which is super, super helpful when you're playing solo because they'll stun them, they'll negate them, and so on. So that's what I'm working on. Also, I'm building up ultimate. I want to have 500 ultimate if I'm using Balrogs, if I can. So I'm not going to use it on these NPCs. I want to save it up so when I encounter someone, I can fully DK dunk on them. So it takes a minute to do this solo, but it's well worth it to get the buffs and to get a home base. You can even do a forward camp on the outside just in case you get zerged down and you want to come back. Also, I set up a meat bag here. The reason why is I want to attract attention. That Seer HUD add-on I have in the top right will show that there's a resource with a siege on it. And usually people were like, huh, what's going on down there? It's a good indicator that something's going on. And then, okay, I put Nugget Nation Tavern on. This will really get their attention. Usually they come out when I have this on, and when I'm playing solo, about 15 people show up. So I'm hoping to kind of lure them out because it's kind of a down period. So I'm just shooting my meat bag, and here comes someone. Come here, you. And this is the downside not having a gap closer. So I hit leap, and somehow it didn't damage them. So I blew my leap there. But anyways, we got their attention, and so here comes another Stam Sork. I kind of see them at the resource, and they're playing a little tag here, what we're doing. So I'm trying to find them, got their Hurricane up, probably playing a very similar build like the other person, or it might be the same person. They're streaking me, stunning me. Lesson learned here is don't fight them in the open when you have a resource. Let them come to you, right? So let them and the NPCs give them trouble. There's no point in chasing them off the resource and you lose your advantage, which is the NPCs. Of course you can, you want to go nuke them, but you're playing solo, YOLO, play it safe. Go back to the NPCs. No negates and the stuns will really help you. So that's what I'm going to do is kind of draw back. Could I kill him out in the open? Probably, but I don't want to play it safe. So I see him dark dealing there, duck, duck, goose, applying those. So I got the dots on, my health bar is still above 75, I'm not going to heal myself, and he's not healing. Bang, got him down. Next target up, we're good to go. So again, that's all the action here. So playing solo, I kind of had to move around quite a bit to different resources, take some transit up, and a lot of horse riding for an hour, but there was a decent amount of action. I'm trying to get spots where I'm not overwhelmed, like major keep fights. So that's why I'm going to resources and towns, because I can handle myself pretty well there without dying and getting zerged down by 30 people. So I'm trying to find spots where I'm not going to get zerged down, but I can just engage 3v1 or something like that. And here's one, the North Town by the EP. So I see one flag is flipping red. I see I've got a friendly here. They're not doing anything. I don't know what's going on. I'm looking around. Oh, we got a bunch of reds here on the flag. So I'm going to buff up. Camel Hunters on my bar now to get the stealthers. Bang! Dragon Leap. I did my breath there to reduce their armor first. I was hoping I could kill them there. Friendly comes up and we got him down. So Balrogs, but that's why I did the fiery breath first. Now I use my ultimate, so what I need to do? I need to build more ultimate. I saw a couple EP right away, but I'm always trying to get at least a leap up. A Warden comes in solo, using their perma. We got some friendlies there, so they got nuked down. And then I see some other baddie reds. Uh-oh, someone's getting a Sky Shard. Welcome to Cyrodiil. Rip, sorry, my bad. And that's the encounter up here. So again, more of the same. No one really keeps showing up until we leave. So I go clear down here, doing some more horse riding, down to a resource with a few blues. Usually they're trying to siege the keep. I kind of play off of that and pick up a home base, like a resource or an outpost or something, because that way I have a safe way to retreat. When I'm playing solo, I constantly think, where is my next spot to retreat if it gets tricky? I see a Warden charge in here. And so the Warden's really tanky. I know that going in. I don't know their build or whatnot, but I can see they're putting their buffs up, the NPCs on there, and they put permafrost on me. So that's the really big ultimate the Warden has, and I know they're not going to have a whole lot of stuns or any gas left after that, so I just need to survive, calm down, hit my corrosive for protection so I don't die. Now the NPCs are doing the work for me, so I just get my dots up, and boom, get them down. Now we flash forward to a keep fight. So on these keep fights when I'm playing solo, I'm constantly thinking about the tower. Getting in the tower, being mobile, using elevation to my advantage. So if I'm not playing in a Zerg where someone's pocket healing me, I need to constantly use elevation line of sight when things get in trouble. You can see the Warden here again has all the advantage because the NPC is stunning me, pressuring me, putting ground effects down. So I don't know what they're doing. They're just spam casting their abilities, but I don't rush it. I just take it slow, apply my buffs, I stun them right there, and then now I'm trying to put some pressure on them. So I stun them, then I use my take flight. That way they can't block it, deflect it, or just not get hit by it. Next up, same thing. I'm using the wall, elevation, I pug out there and fall down. But I'm kind of running on the top here and clearing out people doing counter siege. That's about the biggest thing I can do to help out this group that's sieging the keep. That way we get it down and we can get the offensive tick when the thing flips. So a big group here of DC, and there's really not much reds, maybe a few in here. So when I defend a keep, I usually like to go on elevation and put oils up. I go on the 3rd floor on this one specifically and kind of turtle up, put meat bags down and get ready for a fight. So what I'm kind of thinking is there's pretty much, this is a PvE door, maybe a few reds, but not much, so I can get kind of aggressive. New players, don't engage those transit guard NPCs. There's no reason to engage them, so don't aggro them, don't attack them. All you need to do is clear out the flags, not the transit or the scroll. Don't do that. It's going to create a lot of pressure for you and your group. So again, not much going on. I'm just clearing out the tower. So let's fast forward to where I die. So I've been about 45 minutes deep, so I'm going to get aggressive and go down to AD. They're, I think, about pop locked here on this server. So I'm going to go to BRK, which they hold. Not this resource, though. So I'm trying to get the continuous attack buff because I know they're going to pour out. Now, there we go. There's a sniperoni. So I'm seeing him just waiting for me to snipe. There we go. Health is almost down. That's okay. Not going to panic. Do some dodges. Get my health back up. I got my rally, I got my buff, my major mending, got my shuffle, all that stuff ready to go. So I'm going back up, and you kind of change your bar slots in and out. So when I'm playing solo, I'll swap in Camo Hunter, I'll swap in Corrosive. I'm constantly changing skills. So when I give you a build, don't just sit there and just use that. You got to be flexible. So there, I got a couple seconds to wait. I'm going to try to find the stealther and get him out of stealth. So I'm going to put a Camo Hunter on my bar. Makes the build a little bit simpler. Yes, I will lose offensive pressure with the dot, but I'm tired of getting sniped all the time. So I put that on my bar, take a second. Okay, he's turtled up somewhere, so I'm going to go back to working on the guards. Now I know this person's going to snipe me at some point. I'm going to have to turn and just nuke them. So the most important thing, keeping your buffs up, major evasion, keeping a vigor going here and there when you need a heal, and just not freaking out when someone attacks you, because you know it's going to happen. So I'm just trying to get him down, saving my ultimate, you see, and my back bar Corrosive. When things get nasty, I know I can hit that. I'll be okay for a little bit. See? Here he's doing the bow alt on me. There we go. What do I pop? Corrosive. I'm alive. Now, they're going to be in trouble. Boom. Got him down. So that's where the Corrosive really comes in handy is, you know you're going to get targeted. I didn't know they're going to use a bow ulti, but they did. Corrosive, I didn't panic. Next up, we got a Sorky trying to stun me here, so I'm going to do a dodge roll after that. I'm going to put some pressure on them with dots. They're doing a bunch of dodge rolls, so I know they're probably out of stam here pretty soon. So I'm just going to try to maintain my pressure with my dots, use some roly polies myself, get my ultimate up. 1, 2, 3 dots, and then I'm going to start spinning. Boom. If they don't heal themselves or keep themselves up, they're going to get nuked down. Now I can see people riding in. So here we go. I'm going to let them res. What I'm trying to do, my thought process here is, okay, let them res. They're probably not going to want to try to come back unless there's 7 people. I'm trying to get the flag slip. If I can get the flag slip, I can get some NPCs. I can kill a whole bunch of them solo. So I'm just seeing what they do. All right, you want to come? You want to do this or what? It's going to take a hot minute for me to flip this flag solo, but I'm just playing the odds. So I know if I go out and engage them, they're going to run away. More people are going to come. I'm going to be off the flag, and I'm going to be away from the tower. Remember, the tower I can retreat to. I can run to when it gets really hot and heavy, just like it is about to get to. So here comes a bunch of AD. Now they're going to stun me. I'm not going to try to kill them out on the flag. They're going to be sniping me, throwing frags. Here we go. So elevation is your friend. Keep your buffs up. You're not going to try to kill 30 of them at a time. You're trying to kill 1, thin them out, line of sight, be annoying, and kill 2, then 3, then so on. So I know this just ain't going to go for me. So I'm trying to drag a couple of them in, and I know the next retreating point is dropping off the tower. So when you know you're going to have a big engagement like this, think, what's my next retreat point? Where do I need to go when this gets hot and heavy? Do I go 3rd floor? Do I drop off the tower? If so, where do I go? What's my line of sight? What's my place to go to? Okay, so here we go. Starting to show up. I'm trying to get 1 isolated. I don't want to fight 30v1. I want to fight 1v1 or 2v1 and try to burst them down. So I can see just a gazillion of them coming. Not going to play with it. Following off, I figured if I just run away, they're going to leave me alone. But that's not the case. So they chased me all the way up here. I remember from my EP days, these are really good spots. So I got that major expedition, so I'm really, really fast. I'm going to do dodge rolls here in between, and the whole Zerg is just following me. So it's about the time to die, but I'm going to try to get a couple of them down here. So I get that guy prepped with Noxious Breath. I got a whole bunch of damage on me. And if you fall down in here, you can actually nuke them if they all clump up, because you can't get out of the spot. So here we go, turn. I get stunned. I'm out of stam. And breath. Just got me. So that's a YOLO video. Did some good 1v1s, some multiple fights, but in the end, I got nuked. And I had a great time doing it. So pick up this build if you like this play style. It's really fun and can play very good solo or in a group. Thanks for watching.